doing some tractor dragging out there. I think we're getting down toward the end of this thing here, and the prep is awesome. Bring some cars out. We're ready. Let's make some noise. All right, well, this is the chance to go really, really fast and get a chance to go right to number one, I'm thinking. Here we go. Ugh. All right, oh boy, number one taking on number two. That's always fun to watch.
The Bumblebee here right inside the racetrack. Jeff Miller behind the wheel, his young gun of a son here. Patrick Miller does the tuning on the car. You'd think, oh man, you got this hired gun, that guy, you got all these other people. He said, no, I trust my kid to do it. And, well, it's got him at the top of the sheet in a very highly contested fast class right now. 368 with a 1. That'll be enough to get you way up there in Pro Mod as well. But we don't got a 3417 on the back. It's a 275 radial here on the back of the Camaro. In the right lane, the left-hand side of the racetrack, Manny Bajinga. In the car they call Fred's got B-Cop riding with him. It's got the cross and everything. He says, man, everywhere I go, Blake goes with me. Right now, Fred, 370 with a 9, 198. Good enough for number 2 qualifier, but I think they are going to let it hang as Miller went about 7 feet earlier in the day, but see what they do right here. Unloaded it off the trailer.
All right, of course, Manny was the number 1 qualifier last race over there in the little Mustang. Ran a 368 with an 8 to go number 1. Woo, baby! Boy, he started getting loose up there. How about a 948 on the 60-foot? Yeehaw! And then a 248 with a 1 at 330. And right after that, then it started getting a little bit shaky out there. And, hey, things can change very quickly right after that. So, hey, he was just playing it safe. You know what I'm saying?
And the man himself coming at you right-hand side of the racetrack. That is him. That's not a bird. That's not a plane. It's Mo Hall, nickname Superman, coming at you here with 5.3 bore space Fulton motor, all 959 cubic inches. Ingesting a whole bunch of Schweitzer Dynamics nitrous kits there. And Steve Gorman from New Jersey. Number 4 qualifier, 376.4, 197. Best run of the weekend for both of these guys.
Yeah, Steve Gorman putting it in the 70s here this weekend. Boy, this car is not very old to him. Had it just this year. I think it took him the second time to come out with the car to actually the second race. And runner-up at Yellow Bullet.
Yeah, I
The
think
first one, the spring race, to Mo Hall. Oh, I'm sorry. Mark Benson, that's right.
they were shaking down the car, I believe, at Lights Out earlier in the year. They kind of had it parked away over on the other side of the world. They're like, look, we don't know what we're doing here with this thing. We don't know where it's going to go. We don't want to mess with anything. We just want to be here. Be out of sight, out of mind. Shaking it down.
All right, bumping them in nice and careful. Here we go. Mo Hall pushing the flames. Good side-by-side drag race right there. Oh, boy, Mo Hall. 371 with a 198 and a 375 he picked up also. They both improved right there. Mo stays 3, Gorman stays 4. But they did improve.
That's what I was trying to look for. I think he went 0.45.
All right, so Mo Hall beat him on the tree. Boy, that doesn't happen too often. Gorman's killer on the lights, but he was a 100 light. How about 59 for Mo Hall, so about 500s there. All right, another big matchup right here. Mark Benson Jr. won himself the Yellow Bullet. All right, and it's going to be Mike Decker 3, Hollywood, over there from Woodstock, Maryland. The 2017 Corvette, and he's qualified the number 5 spot. 200-mile-an-hour car sitting over there, a 376 with a 7. And Benson, how about that? He clicked off a 380 with a 9, 199.67, so he's right there with him. And wants to push that thing into the 370 zone right here. Of course, they've been working on that car for a couple months already, and he just got it done just about 4 or 5 days ago. And he's leading the points here. Boy, I'll tell you what, he won every race there was to win out here with his other car. Won the big Yellow Bullet race. Won the everything out here. Won the Wally. All right, here we go. Staging them up. Both getting off the throttle out there. How about a 384 left lane for Mike Decker? He was on one, but gave it up before the 330 right that time.
Sorry, bud. Thanks. Just making you.
Bring up another pair. Get the track cleared, and sounds like we're ready to go.
Yeah. What's the name?
All right, looks like they cleared up top end. I'm thinking, yeah, we do. Flashing a little bit of light. He's off. Paul? Paul where? All right, so Glenn Hamilton, hey, good luck. Good news. You made the show. We got a broken car, so you get to get in on a alternate. Glenn Hamilton.
Couple of cars up here from above the Rust Belt. Don Burton, left-hand side of the racetrack, Glenarm, Maryland. The 92 Mustang, the old burn-down machine here. Got Adam Pritchett riding with him on the back window there. The whole team was a big fan of Adam here, and they said, look, we're going to show our respects to Adam the best way we know how, and that's keep on racing with him, keeping the memory alive. So far, 383.6 has been the best that they could muster this weekend, and they said, we'll take anything better than that. And Joel Winsley Jr., Dearborn, Michigan, the 2014 Chevrolet is 210 mile an hour. They said, look, we got the mile an hour. We just need the ET, and that's going to come from the 60-foot and the half track. We'll see if it sticks right here for Winsley Jr. Burton, they said, look, we've got the ET. We just need the mile an hour as well. As they are pretty evenly matched here, 7 and 8 qualifiers, respectively, for Winsley and Burton. As they've got everything ready to roll with Burton as he comes towards the tree. Winsley not too far behind him. Been working on all the tune-up there. So we'll see what Burton with the fresh switch to Fuel Tech can do over here in the Pro Charged Hot Rod. Is going to try to go to the 60-foot here and keep on trucking after that as they are chipping away at it. They got rid of the jewelry hammer and they've got the 10-pound sledge. The boost comes up for Winsley here. He'll be coming in, bumping in, and Burton rolls forward. Goes 101 for 60 right there for Burton. How about a 381 for Burton? Best run of the weekend for them. Winsley slows down to a 92, just a little bit there.
Put up some big mile an hour right there. Earlier went 210. He goes 208 right here. So he's still got plenty of horsepower under the hood.
Yeah, Chris Matters and company, they're going to be real happy over there. They need to, well, I'll take them for their Tupperware, but they said, hey, we want to go faster than 83. They want an 81.4.
Yeah.
Getting it.
The way to do it. About 1,283 feet of density altitude, 65 degrees, 81 the humidity, going up a little bit there. Water grain's going down, but 76.1. Not a whole lot. But the air getting to be like it was last night when it was real good.
See what Big Boost here can do in the left-hand side of the racetrack. Got rid of the turbos and said, man, I'm going to go with the screw here. Got the C rotor on it right now and said, I'm loving it. This thing makes boost like it's nothing and has bested a 4:03.9. Former no-time racer, turned clocks on racer. Said, I likes it. I love it. I want some more of it. Got rid of the floppy tires. Said, let's go Pro 275 racing. Going to bring it forward here, see if they can crack this thing into the 3-second zone. And Mike Zaccardi here in the right lane from Port Salon in New York in the 70 CUDA, 4:18.9. His best pass of the weekend, 179 mile an hour. They definitely can get the turbocharged Mopar here in the right lane, wicked up and checked out. The air currently 1,280 foot, 65 degrees outside. Man after my own heart said, I already got a meal in.
Hey, free food, you know what I'm saying? All right, Zaccardi, let's try to step it up out here. Ran a 4:18, wants to pick up some more. In the Mopar. Boy, he's trying to get close to the center line out there. He'll go 4:47. Not helping his cause. 4 flat with a 2. That's an improvement right there for Bill Lutz at 195 miles an hour. That'll make him happy. He'll stay number 10, though. And Zaccardi will stay 11.
So the man that's trying everything, Ziff Hudson's like, I don't know what's going on here. This car, normally a 360 competitor, just lives right there in it, and he's just not been able to find the tune-up. The changing track conditions all day long. Sometimes it works out for you, and sometimes you're just like, man, I just need one. I got a feeling they can get it going here. Try to get out of that number 14 spot. Just advance a little bit to get away from the number 1 qualifier. As Hollywood's waving all the fans, he's like, what's up? Patrick Miller's like, I got something for you.
No, we just announced the podium.
Yeah. Once again, Glenn Hamilton, congratulations. You are in the show. We're going to see what the Celine can do here of Dwayne Troy. Both of these cars looking to get away from the bottom of the field and go mid-pack or higher. They have the horsepower to do it. Ziff Hudson definitely knows where he needs to go, knows what he needs to do. John Small back there like, all right, look, let's get it.
Of course, we've seen the Celine out there at the last race go into the 390s. And we're hoping he can just keep the front end down long enough to get there. And it's been hard to do. This thing was earlier up on one wheel in a wheelie. Huh. Both the front wheels and one of the back wheels off the ground. Oh, boy. Right there. But it ain't going to happen. That's it?
Ziff does move up from 14 to 12 there with a 434.3. He says, it's not pretty, but I'll take it. And we'll be going into...
Built Atomizer, the only purpose-built drag racing injector on the market. Built and manufactured by racers in the USA. Custom sizing and inlet designs, an all-new website, complete refresh service, and the only rebuildable fuel injector on the market. You get the right injector the first time. See why more champions run our injectors than any other brand at atomizerfuelcomponents.com.
At the track, our track workers been working real hard all day. They just like the Energizer Bunny, they don't stop. But don't get in their way, or then you have to answer to me and the security guys. And we got attitude, I'm telling you. Golf carts, all these people hanging out here. Come on, you're holding up the show. We got to move equipment out here. Get out of the way. All these, move back by the fence right here. Come on, we got equipment to move here. All these golf carts in the darn way too. Let's go, move them. You want to bring them back later, that's your problem. But right now, you got to move those golf carts now. That blue one in the way, too, right there at the end of the thing. Pull it up in there. Let's go, now. I'm not your father. I don't have to yell at you.
be ready to go here momentarily as we're finishing up the last of the track prep. We are last class of the night, last shot, last qualifier, last chance to solidify yourself on the ladder.
Just want to tell all the fans out here that are watching all these races, boy, they put their heart and soul into this, I'll tell you. And not to mention all the time that you don't even see them here at the track, and put lots of money into it, and they do everything they can to come out here and be the best. And I'll tell you, I'm proud of every one of you. If you qualified, God bless you. You got lucky out there, or you're just good. And if you didn't, I know it wasn't for lack of trying, because everybody came out there and gave it their best shot at it. Some of the classes are just way too tough. Huh. Boy, look at, like I said, the 850 index class. What is it, 52 with a 0? That's sick. Right now on GoneDragRacing.com/Cecil Sheets. And you can see where you're at right there. And if there's people who will not make the show, please come up to the tower and let us know so we can install an alternate. A couple classes already we have alternates for, as we realize some of the people that are qualified will not be able to make it into tomorrow's race. So if you're in that condition, please come to the tower, let us know. And here we go, bringing up the final class of the night, Pro Modified, here at Cecil County Dragway for the Yellow Bullet Fall Race. Boy, laying down some big, long, smoky burnouts out there. Mike Achenbach, the mountain man over here right lane with the 69 Camaro. In right now, the number 11 spot at 369 with a 3, 205. Won himself that big race up there in Maple Grove the other week there, and PDRA took the whole shooting match. Charlie Buck Power. He's got the Brandon Schweitzer tune on there, the injectors, all the latest and the greatest stuff. We'll be riding up here next to Paul Atkins out of Woodbine, Maryland. Right now, 17 qualifier. It is not in the show with the Ford. Only made 2 runs. Went a 496 and a 477. Would love to step it up. The bump spot right now, 415 with an 8. And it's a 16-car show with, I believe, 17 cars in the class. So Paul Atkins, the lone car, not in the qualifier. All right, Camaro, Mike Achenbach. Yes, sir. He'll pick up 400s out there and improves to a 365 with a 5, 207, he'll move up to the number 6 spot right there. Picked up a couple spots out there. All right, so it looks like Paul Atkins won't have enough to get it into the show. So it looks like we got our 16-car field set.
Eric Donovan, Marshall, Virginia here, 67 Firebird, getting the Pro Charge machine backed up here. Your number 15 qualifier, 396.8. We will get the driver on the right-hand side loaded in just a minute here. How about Derek Ward? Close enough. As these two drivers have seen each other here in competition and qualifying all weekend long. But the screw machine here in the right lane, I don't know if they're looking to see if it's leaking something. Nope. They said shut the door and let's go here in the right lane. Got all of the supercharged horsepower coming at you, and then the centrifugal supercharger. The Pro Charger in the left lane of Donovan. He's been chipping away at it. 463.3, 406.5, 396. See if we go in the 80s with this car right here. Is taking some big swings.
Yeah, I don't think you want to put 2 bulbs on yet into the stage here, as the other car is not even close. We'll restage them. Here we go. All right, Derek Ward qualified in the 60s. He'll take it all the way through, shifting all the gears, picks up 200s out there. Oh boy, and a mile an hour. Putting up some good lights too. A 940 on the 60-foot. He'll go to number 9.
It's a pretty competitive field as it sits right now. Number 1 qualifier 361, and then you get all the way down to number 11, 368.4. It's a lot of 60s.
Sure is. Boy, I'll tell you. So in this class, number 1 to number, what was it, 11? It's just, yeah. How about 700 separating them? Actually, a little bit less. Talk about a tight field. Pro Modified's going to be really tough come tomorrow. They're pretty much all neck and neck with each other. Here's one of the cars that's in the 60s here, 367 with an 8. Chuck Olsch knows his way around a Pro Mod. The supercharged entries here, making a pair of them. Mike Walker will take the left lane here with his 68. He'd like to step up a little bit here. He ran a 382 as the best. Sits 14th right now. He's put some good numbers up. And a pickup 200s over there for Mike Walker. Improves to a 380 with a 0. How about just a tiny bit slower for Chuck Gulch? He's right where he wants to be. 67 with an 8. Is the best number he did for the weekend so far. So he's right there where he was, number 10 spot. Walker stays 14th. And the track's clean.
Hollywood out here getting a track reading real fast. I was looking at far in the right lane as it did about a 500-foot burnout there. Jeff Rudolph, left-hand side of the racetrack, the Harts Turbo Machine, Grow Line Power. The Ghetto Sleigh, as it's called. Had an interesting ride. They said, man, we're just trying to get this thing to bump. It works everywhere except for on the starting line. It'll work at the end of the track, it'll work at the pits, then we get up here to do a burnout, and it won't bump. So the Brownsburg, Indiana-based team here, we're going to see what they got. If they've got it figured out, I mean, it is still qualifying, so if they don't, they've got all night to get it figured out there. And E3 getting the stretch on there. Been holding the camera all day long, so to get a little tired. Kevin McCurdy, Hamburg, Pennsylvania here, the 68 Camaro. We've been talking about the nice marble paint there on it. Looks sweet. Get a little bit of saran wrap on the wet paint. Next thing you know, got a little bit of awesomeness in the paint job there, as I don't think that's a wrap. It's very nice to see him still painted up.
Oh,
I mean,
it's
I know
all
it's
pink, baby.
It's a real deal. So look,
All right, right lane's been working good out there for everybody. I'll tell you, you got a fast car. It's going to get down that right lane. Of course, the left lane's working good, too. Track is in great condition. Air's great, too. Let's lay down some power. Boy, he went through a couple of dips right there at the end really quickly. Fell off some out there and lifted early, too, to a 379. How about a big improvement, about 500's worth out there for Jeff Rudolph, going to a 373 with an 8.
also found more mile an hour that
How about
time.
that? 213. Yes, sir. That will be top speed of the meet.
Tune-up tips from the penalty box here. Just turn it to the moon.
To the moon, Alice.
Send it like GameStop stock to the
That's
moon.
To the moon.
The Todd Tutterow getting the Undertaker machine backed up here. Tommy Gray. Doctor said, hey, you got a little surgery here. Why don't you go ahead and sit this weekend out. So
Just a little bit better here. 1,261 feet of density altitude. right, Tyler Hard out here left side. Ran a 371. Good for number 12. I think there's a lot more in that. See what Todd Tutterow can do. He's sitting number 4 right now. 365 with a 3 at 206. He's going to be leaning hard on it out there. You watch with the blower car. Track's working good. Boy, he got a little sideways out there with the rear end out there. Tutterow did and lifted off. He was 929. Tyler Hart with a 928. He will improve, put himself well into the 60s, going to the number 4 spot. That was huge improvement right there. Tyler Hart going to number 4.
Like I said, Mike Decker Jr. here, the 2017 Camaro number 3 qualifier, 363.9, for the screw-blown hot rod. And the right lane, and Matthew Deach has been picking it up every single pass. See what the nitrous entry can do here. As they roll it out there about the 330 cone, slow it down and back it on up.
To see a blower car go to number 1 right now. Let's see if Decker can pull it off. He's not far away. 63 with a 9 was the best. He's only got a couple hundreds to do to go to number 1. And that'll shake up the troops out there. That'll be for sure. Of course, every pass down the track, Matt Deach has been doing so much better. Improvement, improvement, improvement. Yes. I'm thinking with this real good air, he's going to flex some muscles out here. Could pick up at least 3, maybe. Cars have been going straight. Thank you. And they're pretty much able to put down all the power that they want to here tonight.
The Decker Salvage Hot Rod ready to go. They're holding them before Deach comes forward. And now Deach moving forward. They said, all right, come on in. Let's go racing.
If Decker can get himself a good 60 put together, he could very well go to number 1. And that would be huge. He might do it. 377, no, slowed up, 199 miles an hour. How about the 362 with a 6? Matt Deach going straight to number 2 right there. Only 7 thou behind Jim Halsey. That was a monster pass right there. Matt Deach showed him how. Boy, oh boy. Shoo. Who'd have guessed? That was a monster pass. 362 with a 6. Wow, can Jim Halsey go into 5s? Think about it. Matt picked up a bundle right there.
Penalty box is happy over there. They said, all right, baby.
So 3 cars left. And Daddy Shark will be one of them. Daddy Shark coming out last. It's going to be Jason Lee and Steve King right here. Number 3 qualifier here for the Corvette. And Jason Lee right now sitting 10th. Looks like Nova Joe's not going to make the session. With the Football Heroes car. about you, 30. I know you're wearing your Matt Dietz shirt out there tonight, probably. Ho ho. Money, man. We're betting big money right here. That's right. Got $100 bills floating back and forth. Jamming, Dave. Tell you what, you don't know what's going on out there in the stands. That's right. All right. Don't you love drag racing? Isn't it the coolest? Couple of brothers come in. Who had the better light? I got $100 on it. All right, Steve King right side. Let's see if he can step up the game. He's sitting number 3 at 363 with a 6. All right. Inching it in. Here we go. Boy, he pulled the wheels off the ground right there. But Jason Lee will improve. How about that? 363 with a 3. Getting around Steve King right there, going to number 3. So Jim Halsey 1, Matt Dietz 2. How about that? Jason Lee 3, Steve King 4, Mike Decker Jr. number 5, Tyler Hard 6, Todd Tutterow 7. And here's the final car. He's going to hold on to number 1, Daddy Shark, coming out here. Jim Halsey with that incredible Gene Fulton-powered machine. All right, so the live feed will start tomorrow, 9:30 in the morning, for everybody who won't bother to come to the track. Sorry. You know, or live far away, or
Yeah, it's a long
they're
drive
stuck in
for
the
some
mental
people.
ward of the hospital and only have internet in there. You know what I'm saying? Or you just have to go to church at 9 o'clock Mass, you know what I mean? Then you won't be able to get here. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Daddy Shark sitting there, going to run a single run. He's going to take the left lane right here.
I don't think you'll hold anything back right here. You just let it eat. You got all night if something happens to work on it. She goes.
Well, he's not going to over-twist it, I'll tell you that. He's going to drive it with conservation out there, of course. But he's going to try and go a 50. You watch. I got confidence in that. Oh, boy, it won't happen. Well, I'll tell you what, kind of got the wheel up, came down, saw a few sparks underneath the car, and it started moving to the right. That's it. And only a 978 on the 60-foot time, but he will already have it sewn up. Number 1 here at Yellow Bullet 2. Jim Halsey, number 1. Matt Dietz, number 2. Jason Lee, 3. Steve King, 4. Mike Decker Jr., 5. Tyler Hard, number 6. Todd Tutterow, number 7. Joe Albrecht will be number 8, 65 with a 5. Mike Achenbach, 65 with a 5 for number 9. Kevin McCurdy, Derek Ward, Chuck Olch, Jeff Rudolph, Mike Walker, number 14. Eric Donovan, 15. And ending it out, Randy Jewell, the only car that didn't go into 3s. So that looks like it'll be it for tonight. Want to thank everybody for coming out. Boy, we had some fun today. It was a long day. Everybody got 3 runs in. Phew, boy, I know they could probably use some more, some of those kids out there, but that's all she wrote for that. We'll be here bright and early. Gates open at 7:30 tomorrow morning. And, of course, the live feed will start at, what did she say, 9:30? 9:30 on wherever you get it. I don't know, YouTube or something. I don't know. You know where if you're there, you know how you got there. There you go. And what else? Hey, drive home safely. If you're going home, if you hit the motel, well, you know what to do there. If you're staying overnight, no fireworks tonight. We already saw some. Somebody blew some off.
Okay, that's a wrap. We are done for the night. We begin tomorrow with eliminations. They're going to have 2 classes for the Warriors Outlaw, an A and a B, to give them, you know, they had so many come that they just decided that they would do that. They do that a lot with the Warriors because it's, you know, well attended here. So we're going to start with Pro 275. They will be on track. They're supposed to be on track at 10. We will be live at 9:30. You do not have to check in that early if you don't want to. I'm going to play commercials and all that stuff. So anyway, but we will be here at 9:30. Beginning racing 10. Okay? Got that? All right. All right. Also, thank you to Gemma Racing Ministry, their sponsorship of It Takes a Village. It's a ministry providing totes to foster children to replace the trash bags that they typically throw their belongings into. They do other things too, but that's the biggie. Fast Times Motorworks, Pro Systems Carburetors, PA Racing, Billet Atomizer, Induction Solutions. Don't forget, Steve Johnson has some specials going on. Go to Induction Solutions Facebook page, and he's got some stuff up there that, I don't know if there are codes or what, but he's got stuff for the Labor Day weekend. Go over there if you have any inkling to get some Steve Johnson Induction Solutions stuff for the next, you know, in the next. Gotta get it. You know, the shipping and everything is getting crazy, so get it while you can. Okay, Salvato Designs, and also MBE cylinder heads and manifolds. Thank you to them for keeping us free to the viewer. I'm gonna get out of here because we are past 12. So say your goodbyes to each other as the Motor Mania videos play, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9:30. I almost forgot to tell you. If you want to know the qual sheets and everything, the qualifying, Gone, Gone, GONEdragracing.com/Cecil Sheets. And I believe that Mark has a link to it on Motor Mania page. But I just wanted to tell you, GONEdragracing.com/Cecil Sheets. Okay, we'll go back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, bye. Maybe.